Hi, my name is David P. Stevens. I'm a writer, producer, and also an artist. I've had an opportunity to grace stages all over the world, at festivals, theaters, clubs. I've had an opportunity to write and produce for major artists and also up-and-coming artists. And for me, as an artist, as a jazz artist, I've had songs, many songs on the radio, many songs that have charted high on Billboard. So guitar is what I do, and writing and production is what I do. So I look for amazing tones when I play guitar. And this guitar, it sounds amazing. My Donner DST-152. Music helped to shape my life. To this day, I mean, this is my job. This is my full-time job. This is how I make a living, how I feed my family. But it also just gave me so much passion. I really enjoyed learning and meeting different musicians and having an opportunity to see the world. I stay inspired by continuing to listen to music that's current, and then I also listen to music that's older, and I feel really inspired by that. So my tips for young musicians: make sure that you practice all the time. Sit in front of radio, sit in front of MP3s, and just listen to as much as you possibly can and soak it all in, and try to learn as much as possible. And don't just learn the notes, but also find your signature sound, find your tone within your playing, because that's what people will remember you for. Lastly, I would say it's important to learn to read music and to learn music theory, but it's equally as important to train your ear and to be able to hear how certain songs go. Some things reading can show you, and some things only your ear can show you, and some things both together you need. So those are my tips. I started out playing with a guitar. It was an old dusty guitar that we found in the closet. And for Christmas, when I turned 15 years old, my dad bought me a brand new guitar. And oh my goodness, I was so excited, and I never put it down. I used to sit in front of the radio for hours just trying to learn songs and learn licks. And man, I took that guitar everywhere. So I started playing the guitar because I saw this cool guy at my church. And you know, he was playing the guitar, he looked cool with his muscle shirts and all that kind of stuff. And then I heard him play, and I heard something come out of the amp that really just intrigued me. It was like, you know, I think at the time he was playing a chorus guitar, and I went up to him and I said, man, you know, what is that sound? It sounds like you're playing two guitars at once. And from that, he started showing me things, and I fell in love with the guitar. Some of my greatest influences, I listened to so much music when I was coming up, but George Benson, Norman Brown, Paul Jackson Jr., Randy Boland, those are my top. And then you have people like Mike Stern and John Scofield and Barney Kessel and you know, Lee Ritenour, and oh my goodness, Steve Lukather, and the list just goes on and on and on. And I'm naming all those to let you know that, you know, all of those different guitar players shaped my sound. And so it's important for you to listen to everything, you know, listen to all these different players, and you take little bits and pieces from all the different players, and those shape who you are. And I used to sit in front of the radio all the time, and I would just try to learn as many songs as possible, learn as many chords as possible. Man, I practiced scales, but I tried to make songs out of the scales so that I would remember them and be able to play them in context. The other thing that I did was really focused on tone. It's okay to learn the notes, but you also have to learn your finger style, your signature sound. So every time you play the guitar, people can differentiate between you and someone else. I spent a significant amount of time working on tone. Another thing that I always did was play with a bunch of people. I think it's important for you to get out and play with other artists, play with other musicians, because you start to develop what you're going to sound like live, and you see how you fit into the musical context. So those are some things that I've learned. So when it comes to what style I usually play on a Strat guitar, it depends, but for the most part, Strats are very percussive. So I find myself playing a lot of rhythm on the Strat. And also when it comes to rock and shredding and different things like that, I always play in the bridge position with this humbucker right here. Now see, the humbucker is so cool, and this particular one is cool because it has so much volume that it really drives the overdrive pedal, and it makes the overdrive that you play really, really clean. So you can hear all the notes very distinctively. So I really love this pickup that they have here. Guitars were not like this when I first started. So it's cool, and it also has a push-pull pot, so you can go from single coil to humbucker. Very awesome.